I was never meant to be here. I don't belong here. I never have, and I don't believe I ever will. Now, when you end up saying things like this, you often just get a response like, oh, you're just depressed. Oh, talk to a therapist, man. And things like that. And the worst of all, oh, just get a job and get some money. As if that is the only relevant thing that could cause someone to feel like this. I fully believe I'm a mistake in the system, in the matrix, whatever you want to call it. Because no one around me can see my side. And it honestly just feels totally hopeless. Right, like nothing is worth it. And it's not at this point. I mean, I have no desire for any of the so-called life stuff. Everyone around me thinks I should want to get a job, get a car, always be stuck in the same place and never bother to do anything about it. Don't even think that I can change it. As if I was brought here to basically just stay in one place, be mentally dead, then finally physically die once my use has run out. And that's not far off from the truth, really, is it? Because that is how people are seen. I think I'm not going to be the type that lives long. Whether that means I do something about it, or I end up doing something that makes me public enemy number one, and by which I mean I'd be some sort of revolutionary or martyr in some fucked up kind of way, because I hate the system and everything it stands for. And I think even without the system, I would still hate this place, because the evil still exists. I feel no desire to get cars, houses, fucking wife and kids, any of that. I feel no desire towards it. What I feel a desire towards is effectively fighting the evil. Like, I know that sounds kinda overdramatic and like I want to be a superhero or some shit, but no, I don't. What I want is to just stop this crap. Right. And by that, I mean, all the stuff that you see in the news, there's always something new. Someone massacres somewhere. It turns out there's a certain island that all our so-called elites go to. Or it turns out some company has committed an atrocity just to be able to sell more of their product. Or it turns out there's another war started somewhere just because two rich people who wanted each other's land said, right, you lot, go fight for us or we're going to throw you in a jail cell. I think I've made my point. I don't think I need to keep listing. But it is demoralising. It is enough to make you feel like you don't belong in this place when you're the only one that seems to hold this point of view. Sit here and talk for a minute. But are you anyone else who feels like this? If anyone does, do you think you're the only one? So, like I mentioned in my other video, it's a weird phenomenon where you feel like you're the only one, you're the only person around you, but you go online and then you see people around the world who feel the same, right? Now, dead internet theory? Possibly. Might not even be real people. But that is really the closest thing I feel to hope. Like, many people will call these types of videos depressing. I think they're the opposite of that. Like, personally, hearing other people's experiences and that I'm not the odd one out sometimes actually helps, right? But it can't help long term when nothing is done about the root problems. And I believe there is too many problems here to ever be able to call this planet fixed, right? Like, even if you just go primitive and that, there's still pain and suffering. Like, no matter what system you go to, you'll never abolish that. Some way, somewhere, somehow, someone or something is always suffering. And that's something that weighs heavy with me. And, like, I dwell on this a lot. Like, it is, I would say, the main thing on my mind all the time. The pain and suffering that happens in this world. But when I see it, like, say there's something on the news of some other atrocity that's now been committed, I completely feel nothing towards it. I'm completely apathetic, right? But I'll think about that for ages. I don't show emotion to it, but I will think about that for ages. And it hurts to know I can't do anything about it. Because I'm stuck here being a slave to the system. And I suppose, really, it'd be the same even if I wasn't a slave to the system. Because what can I really do on my own? Right? Like, I don't want any of the stuff from life, so I've got nothing to work towards. I've thought about perhaps getting out of this shithole of a country I'm in at the moment and trying somewhere else. But I've even been put right off that, because everywhere you go, there's someone with a boot on you. Everywhere you go, there's draconian laws being put in place day in, day out. Like, take all this online crap that they're all pushing now. That stuff is happening all over the world, all at once. And you want me to believe all these places are any different from each other? They're not. You still have to pay the big man up top. You get arrested if you don't. You still have to be tagged. You have to have your IDs and your passports and your insurances. And honestly, this brings me to my next point. The idea of an anarchy. Is it really sustainable? Probably not. Is this shit sustainable? Probably not as well. I don't think there is anything that is sustainable. As I've been saying throughout this entire video, the world's basically fucked either way, so why care? Right? Like, I'm honestly at the point where I've given up on government and that, because all I've seen my entire life is atrocities. And this is throughout history, by the way. Like, I am big into history, so I know. I also think about that a lot as well. Like, it's just this thing of, well, I don't want anything out of this life, so how can I stop the people who do want something out of this life from suffering? And I think that's where a lot of this comes from. Like, it's a hard feeling to explain, but I don't feel any drive to want something in this life, but people around me do, and I don't understand why they do, but some part of me tells me, okay, you've got to minimize the suffering of those individuals. And to be honest with you, I don't show it a lot, but it fucking hurts knowing I can't. I don't know if there's like a actual name for this feeling. Like I say, I feel I'm the odd one out. I am the glitch in the matrix, the glitch in the system. I'm not supposed to be here. And it has taken me to simulation theory and all of that, like, is anything else real? Am I coded? Am I the one sentient thing here? And that sounds crazy, and it probably is, but it's a possibility, right? And plus that theory distracts me from everything else, so yeah. It's a good distraction at least. I just think I will never be satisfied with a regular life. Like I say, the people around me want me to have a standard life and just not complain keep my head down, and basically their plan is I get a car, I fuck off to work to pay for it, I then supposedly get the house, which do I or do I not, because the mortgage isn't even paid off on that. Then finally I die, never having left this crap hole that I'm in now. I don't want that. Like, if I do anything with my life, it'll probably be exploring and going different places. But like I say, I don't like the regulation around it. I mentioned this in my last video. So if you want to understand my points better with that, I suppose go watch that. But yeah, I don't see myself surviving very long here, whichever way it goes. And yeah, I think I got my point across. I hope I did. I probably didn't though, because I do ramble a lot in these. It is just off the cuff, what's on my brain. But that's how I feel currently. So yeah. Thanks for coming to this night ponder. Hope to see you on the next one.